Hello and welcome to the Ultimate Channel for Students. My name is Francesca and I really hope to help you have the best fresh start at university, especially if you're going to Exeter University. Today I'm going to talk about accommodation as it's been highly requested. Oh my goodness. I have many more videos about accommodation to come up because there's so much to talk about and so much to film, but right now I think my channel needs a spontaneous video about accommodation because it needs to be done. So first of all, campus or off campus? Definitely 100% if you're in your first year, go on campus. Go on campus. Let me repeat it again. Go on campus. You need to be on campus because that's where all the activity is, and it will really help you build easily this relationship with other people and bump into people, and you want to do a lot of that in your first year. If then you're lazy in second year, you don't want to do that anymore, that's completely fine, but you need to push yourself in your first year to meet new people. You can only do that by bumping into people on campus. Therefore, live on campus. Don't live at your parents. This is not the year where you live at your parents. Do not live here with your friend who's been here already and is in his second year. No, 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 no. You go and you live your own little life in your halls, and yeah. Okay. Second of all, second point I want to make is catered or self-catered. Alright, so very simply put, if you are someone who does not mind to eat at 5 p.m. dinner, then go catered. No, I'm just joking, seriously. People who are self-catered tend to be the people who are much more into their food and who want complete control about what they eat and when they eat. And people who can't stand not having that control need to go self-catered. On the other hand, catered people and being around catered people is much more of a fun environment. People are much more open to go party and if you want a fun unique experience, I feel like catered is more of that because there's more of that community. Whereas if you're self-catered, either you're on your own because you're en suite, or you are in a flat with 8 other people, which is still a community, but maybe it's not your community. Whereas catered is so vast and there's so many more people that you can eat with that you can really help. It really helps find who you want to be with. So that's really cool. Alright, so that's catered and self-catered. Also, self-catered, okay, so I was in all suites. I'm very sociable, right? And at the beginning, being in self-catered was a nightmare. I did a video all about it. Just check that to know exactly what happened my first few days. But it was a nightmare because I didn't have any friends and it was just terrible and just gross. Look at the video if you want to know more about that. What I've realized over the months is that by being super sociable and by always going out and by always meeting up new people, I realized that I really needed my own space. And by being in en suite, I would just go into my room and have my own space, my own kitchen, my own toilet, and that is a luxury. That is a luxury. Going back to yours and having your own thing going on is a luxury. Never I would share a bathroom with anyone, so that's the thing. If you're catered, you do share bathrooms. Mobley do share bathrooms, but between 12 people it's hideous. And other accommodation, make sure that you have your own bathroom if you're someone who's a clean freak, because it's going to be gross to share bathroom. If you're someone who likes cooking with other people, then definitely have a shared kitchen. If you can't be bothered, or if you're messy, get your own kitchen, because people will not stand you being messy. They will not stand you leaving your shit around. So if you're someone who's very messy, just take your own kitchen. If not, just try and be respectful to others. So yeah, that's basically it. What I really liked about self-catered, that I did have my own space to get back to and to really relax without anyone annoying me. So yeah, that was great. So would you go into self-catered or would you go into catered? I don't know, what kind of personality are you? Are you very introverted? Then I would go self-catered, and then I would slowly get to know the people around me in the corridors, and then I would slowly go into my whole block, and then I would slowly expand to societies. If you're introverted and you need your own space, I would go to self-catered. But if you're extremely introverted and you really need to open up and grow and get out of your comfort zone, and you're someone who really wants to do that, to have that evolution, then I would go catered, because it's a challenge for you, especially if you're super introverted, but you will grow so much that I think it's definitely something I would consider if you want to open up your horizons and grow as a person. Catered or self-catered if you're extroverted. If you're an extroverted personality, being in catered is great. However, everyone knows everything about everyone in catered. Like, you cannot get back on a night out, walk of shame without being noticed by someone. Whereas, like, if you're self-catered, you can pretty much do whatever you want without anyone really noticing and knowing about your life. Catered people kind of know about each other's life, and if you can't stand that, then go self-catered, because extroverted people tend to have like a lot of drama going on, at least I do. So being self-catered really helped me like chill out on the like whole blah 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 and no one knew about my life, which is something that I loved because it enabled me to just be and behave the way I wanted to behave and experiment the way I wanted to experiment without having people who like would like judge or talk behind my back. So that's really good. Yeah. What else? Okay, now we're going to proceed to holes. Alright, I need to go now. I hope that's okay. Literally just ask me questions and I will like answer them in my next videos where I'm actually going to be on site on the halls just filming. So ask your questions to Francesca. Thank you very much for being supportive. Love. Mwah.
I had a dream about you last night, and we were listening to fast.